says I'm now live. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Check your phone, see if I'm live on there.
Oh, we can do that. A live stream of the live stream?
I thought about doing two phones, but I was like, you would hear me hear. No.
Yes.
Maggie, you want to be on live? I can't tell if anyone's on. Yeah, we'll use your phone as reference.
One person.
You.
It's me.
That's good. At least it's going. You can watch it later. We'll try to get under the hour, remember. Right.
A little monitor?
Oh, I hate that I'm lagging.
You don't want to see it?
No, I like it. It's funny, but I can't look at it because then I'm going to be so backwards. Okay. We'll give it a minute. Are you in frame? Yes.
Oh, it is laggy. Oops.
I love it, though. I'm going to aim this one the right angle.
When you did it last week, I could hear you in your room.
And then you'd hear it.
Lag.
LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're brighter there. Okay. We're just going to get started and then I'll post it and people can watch it later.
Sure.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to a very extra special episode of Bachelor of Charts, episode 3. Because we have someone live in person, I can touch her. We're always together though, so don't worry. We're so
Rona.
Miss Rona will not come here. She will not get us. We live together, so this is Layla. Everybody say hello.
Hello. Hi, people.
Hi.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on my show. I'm so sorry we didn't get this before Leo season ended.
It's okay.
But you are Miss Queen of Leo.
Yes.
You are
Very
Leo.
that. I am.
You
Thank
are
you.
Beyonce.
Thank you.
So I'm glad you wanted to be on this. We talk about sort of all this stuff. We're going to read your moons, as your family says.
My moons.
Thank God we finally know what time you were born.
Can we say, what was this, last year on my
Last year
birthday?
on your birthday.
Kevin texted my mom and he's like, hey, when was Layla born? Crickets.
Crickets. ...
Didn't finish the text. Mom, Layla Gonzalez, when was your daughter born? Crickets. Okay, so then, I don't know what really happens between you two.
Nothing. Literally crickets.
She calls me and like, hey, what did she say? She wants to know my social security number or something weird. I don't remember what she said. And I said, why? She goes, oh, because I need it for something. But for what?
Sneaky.
She asked a weird question. And then she said it was for a life insurance policy, which is bullshit. Like, you don't give people that. That doesn't work that way. And then 2 or 3 weeks later, she finds the little card she gets at the hospital that says Gonzalez baby, born at 6:34 a.m.
Birthday done passed. Done passed.
3 weeks. It was September.
And her dad was like, just make something up. And your sister was like, no, he's probably trying to read her moons or something.
That's exactly
And
what
that
I
was exactly what it was. So it's been a year coming, but we're finally going to read your moons.
Finally.
Finally.
Here we are.
And let's get into it.
Okay.
So let's start with your sun sign. You know, obviously, your sun sign is Leo.
Hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
This Leo season wasn't that bad for me, though. It wasn't as... Last year, I was drained. I was
Last
so
year was
tired.
draining. I remember that.
This year wasn't that bad.
Oh.
Okay.
But we can't do anything. We can't go
That's
out. We
probably
can't.
why. I wasn't as emotionally drained this year. So, this is what your chart looks like. You can see it. I'm going to post, obviously, you will get a copy of this, and it's not really for any other people. But that's what it looks like. It's gorgeous. Lovely. So let's get into all my notes, yeah?
Cool.
All right, so Leo is your sun sign, and it's in the first house. So if you watched last episode, I've been working on the archetypes, just to kind of explain sort of an image of a kind of person. So the archetype to me for a Leo in the first house for your sun sign is the diva.
Oh, boy.
The diva. So the sun sign is all about outward expression. Leo is all about vitality, creativity, and self-indulgence.
Okay.
And the first house is all about personal identity. So that's why I think of the diva. So people see you as vital and creative, but kind of
This
through...
is Lori Beth. Vital information.
Vital information. Lori Beth Denver.
Denver? I don't know
I want
her
to be
name.
for Halloween once. Okay, so the image in nature, Leo is the fixed fire sign, so it's the sun. So imagine that's what, the sun. Projects a strong and confident self-image to others, has a forceful presence, has a desire for self-development and achieving personal goals and ideals, self-conscious at times, sincere, honest, and authoritative.
Ooh, sound like a teacher.
How do you feel about that description?
It's accurate.
Is it accurate?
It's accurate.
I feel that. I feel like you have a presence.
I see it.
You're definitely like, if I've ever gone, like, say you were working, like, at a club and I was going to come meet you, I can find you pretty easily. Like, or if you're at a party and I'm meeting you there, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
You have a presence in a room and I can see you and find you.
I see that.
You connect to that?
Yeah.
Love that. Well, then let's move on then. Moon. So your moon is how you receive it. As the sun is sort of expressive, your moon sign is receptive and how you react to things. It's also who you are when you're very comfortable.
Okay.
So it's inward reception and reaction. Your moon is in Pisces.
What does that mean?
In the 8th house.
Ooh.
Okay, so your moon, Pisces. Pisces is a water sign.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I thought it was interesting that your fire sign is in Leo in the 1st house, all about me, where your moon is in Pisces, which is a water sign, in the 8th house. This archetype I wrote is the fantasizer. So let's see if this means anything to you.
Okay.
So inward reception and reaction of emotion and rebirth, which is Pisces.
Ooh.
Focused on the 8th house is shared finances, mystery, and sex. Passion.
Oh my God.
Mostly sex too, though. But really, 8th house I think of as like the mystery one. So like the occult, things like this, things like being psychic, which we've talked about
okay.
in the past.
I'm into
So
that. I talked to a psychic.
yeah, you did.
Miss Terry.
Miss Terry.
She was nice.
Has she followed up?
No, I need to call her.
You need to get her a call.
Get on Skype.
The phone rings.
Like I knew it.
So the image in nature, Pisces is the mutable water, which means changing water, so waves and tides. So empathetic to others, struggles. Fantasizer and daydreamer when left alone. So when you're by yourself, you have a very active thought and imagination.
Okay.
Driven by the desire to reinvent yourself and push your own limits, especially emotionally. Loyal and intimate, but may be conflicted with emotional insecurity.
Ooh.
Did I just read you? How are we feeling about that?
Can I say, when I talked to Terry, the psychic, she's like, you're restless. You just need to always be doing something, even when you're not. And I'm like, yes, that's accurate. I didn't even meet the lady. It was on Skype.
It was on Skype.
She knew.
Skype read you.
She felt it.
So yeah, this is sort of your reactions to others and how you are internally. Do you feel that you're a daydreamer or you have an active imagination when you're by yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another one that we'll get to that is very you too when it comes to that. Very you.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like I'm always changing in some sort of way all the time.
I like that too because we've been through a lot to where it's never been, or it's always been sort of like, what are my goals? What do I want to do? Where do I see myself with you?
Right.
And I do get that a
Love
lot.
that conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta keep thinking. You gotta keep moving.
Keep it going.
We have a special
A
guest.
special guest was Maggie the Aries is in the room.
She's too short to see her on camera. But
Yeah,
she's
if you
there.
want up, you can, but
She won't. Okay. Thank you.
let's move on to your rising sign. Now, your rising sign is how you navigate life.
Okay.
This is sort of who you are, and this is really who you are. This is how people see you. This is who you are on the inside. This is how you go through life.
Okay.
So your rising is Leo, which
What the fuck?
again,
Okay.
she's Leo, Leo, Leo. The archetype I wrote for this one is the influencer because again, your Leo's in the
Welcome back to my channel.
and you're
She's
excited.
Okay. Girl.
What do you need? You a Leo too? No, you're an Aries.
Go to bed.
So you're rising Leo. So this is about self-image and outlook on life, which is focused on self-expression, vitality, and creativity. So acutely aware of your environment and who you associate with. I love that.
Okay.
Magnetic and powerful in all situations, may overestimate themselves and can be dramatic, rash, impulsive, or temperamental.
Oh my god.
How do we feel about both of those
But
things?
you said dramatic earlier, I think, or diva, like
Yeah,
that.
because Leos are dramatic.
no.
But it doesn't even mean in a bad way.
I
It's
know.
just passionate.
Yeah, you said
Overestimate themselves. So, what is that? How does that resonate with you?
I feel like I'm like, oh, I can do this, this, and that, and by the end of the day, I'm exhausted because I'm trying to do too much.
Yeah, 100%.
All the time.
Yeah, and that's what it. And this is again how you go through life. So you're the kind of person that'll say, "I can do anything."
It's tired.
And then by the end of the day, exhausted. But I do love acutely aware of the environment and who they associate with. I think that's very you.
Yeah, I don't just hang out with anyone.
Yeah.
And if someone's new, I'm like, okay. Or party, who's all gonna be there? Because that.
And even just environment too. You like sort of having your environment be a reflection of you.
Yeah.
And that's really cool. I like that. Cool. Your chart ruler. So your chart ruler is sort of the biggest theme through your life. You'll see this come into every point in your life as like your theme. That's how I describe this. So your chart ruler is based on your ruling planet of your rising sign. There's a lot of words I'm throwing at you. But your rising sign is Leo.
What? Okay.
Right? We know that.
Yeah.
So we need to go to the ruling planet of Leo, which is actually not a planet. It's the sun. So we need to find on your chart where is the sun. We already know where the sun sign is. So your chart ruler, sun in Leo in the first house. Again,
the diva.
So throughout your life, your theme is kind of going to be this sense of like...
I'm Beyonce.
Yes, you are Beyonce.
Thank you.
Confidence and conviction are the driving force through life, takes responsibility and owns it, hard to influence or possibly see others' opinions. So I like this, the responsibility and owns it.
Yeah.
You're the kind of person that, good or bad, if you're right or wrong, you are going to be the one that, okay, I did that.
Yeah, I'll do that. I do that at work.
Yeah.
It pisses me off when people don't do that. So that's probably a reflection of why I don't like them.
So that's just, your main sort of the four that people look at. And I mean, it was very hot. Lots of sun, lots of fire, lots of Leo is you. With a very sensitive sort of when you're left alone, you like to think.
I'm a fish.
You're a fish.
I'm a fish.
You're a blind fish, if you will. Any questions before we move on?
No, that was already a lot, and that was the first page.
First page, there's plenty more to come. So now we're going to go to your inner planets. So when you think about the solar system, you have the sun, and then you have your 4 planets that are before the rocks.
The rocks.
Before the rocks. What are they called? The asteroids.
Yeah.
And then you got the outer ones, Jupiter, all the ones that are later. So your inner planets are sort of who you are as a person.
Okay.
The outer ones are how you react to other people.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about inner planets.
Inner.
Mercury is the planet of communication and decisions. That's why when people say Mercury's in retrograde, we can really feel it because we talk to other people a lot. So it's like we can feel other people get on our nerves. And we'll talk about your Mercury. But Mercury in Cancer in the 12th house. The archetype, do you want to read what I wrote if you can read that?
The overthinker.
How do we feel about that word?
It literally took me 3 hours to go to take a nap because I was just like, oh, let me just do this. I'm thinking about, 90 Day Fiancé, random shit.
Random. You're the meme where it's like, I lay down and go to bed, and immediately I think about...
Or I watch ASMR videos of like moon sand, kinetic sand.
Wait to watch that.
Cutting soap.
Ooh. So...
I mean, I know overthinking is like also other, but like that's also what I do a lot.
So communication and decision making is Mercury, influenced by Cancer's emotional bonds and protection and family, focused on your 12th house, which is karma, emotions, and rebirth. Now this is a lot, so I wrote down sort of my explanation.
Okay.
Insightful and emotional in my mind, which can cause them to overthink things, prone to anxiety, and focus on minor inconveniences. Afraid to speak up or share opinions for fear they will be judged or made fun of. Psychic and in tune with the dead.
I'm psychic.
You are, and I love that it was like the dead, because isn't your psychic kind of you? What? Because mine was that I can see people, but your psychic is like, is it the future or that you can?
Yeah, I think I know when things are gonna happen. Or like I predict this is gonna happen. I'm very Raven.
She's very.
But I don't
she'll
try
look
to
away
stop.
like. I loved that. When I read that, I was like, yes. Very good at keeping secrets. May make decisions without regard to the opinions of others. Thoughts about any of that? Insightful and emotional. Overthink.
Yes.
Yes. Prone to anxiety and focus on minor inconveniences.
Very that.
This one I thought was like, maybe I don't know you enough to like know this, but afraid to speak up or share opinions for fear they'll be judged or made fun of.
I feel like I'm that at work. But I want to be like the chill person at work. I don't want to be the la 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 or just like too much. I just kind of want to see like what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So maybe in that aspect.
Maybe it's like you fear that you might judge yourself.
Yeah.
It's like no one else is going to, but you're like afraid that it's like.
Yeah, I just don't.
This is too much. I don't want to.
And like also being a younger person at work, it's like, the newer, it's like, where's my place? So sometimes I just step back and I'm like,
Which could be a good thing.
It's also me being observant. But yeah.
Which is Cancer full force. Cancers are observers 100%. So Mercury in retrograde, I want to talk about this. So Mercury's currently not in retrograde.
It's in red.
It's in red on the paper.
Red.
It's not in retrograde currently, but when it is, basically it just means communication and decision making are more acutely sort of defined, and so you'll get annoyed by people who don't communicate the way you do. Decision making might be a little more tougher to you. So let me read this to you. May get overwhelmed by anxiety or overthinking things too much. May allow others to influence them without realizing it. May be more in tune with the sincerity of others and tire easily of false or arbitrary communication. So you might like get really tired of people just like talking too long, and you're like, no, what is it? Get to the point. Maggie, you felt that too.
I have a coworker like that though. She's an Aries. And we have another coworker who's a Leo, but she's not a Leo. She's very
she got a different chart.
I need to know her chart. But yeah, my Aries coworker was talking to the other Leo coworker. That Leo, she's very, very bit like. Miss Yolanda was on the phone. What are you saying? Get to the point. What do you need?
So Miss Yolanda must have
She
this.
probably does. Yes. Hers is probably all red. Like, she's on 100 a lot, but okay.
So yeah, just when Mercury's in retrograde, be careful that you might be more sensitive to people who are false, who are fake,
you phony,
and you might kind of not listen to them.
Okay.
So yeah,
sounds right.
Sounds about
Why
right.
would I?
Yeah, why would you?
There we
go. Venus. Let's talk about your Venus. Venus is the love planet. But it's also, it's hard to explain. I can't come up with the word yet, but it's desire, but also not just in the sense of like other people. It's like personal desire, like what makes you feel good, like food or like comfort. Yes. Desire to like
comfort food.
Yeah, it's not even just that, but it's like desire for like this feels good to me. It doesn't mean necessarily sex or relationships. It could be anything that just makes you feel good. But it also does mean attraction and relationship. So Venus is in Cancer. Hello, you were just there. In the 11th house, though.
11.
So archetype.
11.
So the archetype for this I put is the friend zone. So I would love to hear you about this. Desire and attraction influenced by emotion and protection, which is Cancer. Focused on personal dreams and community, which is very strong in the 11th house. All about community. So looks for friends in love. Doesn't want to be with someone to complete them, but rather to be friends and share interests. So you're not somebody who's like, I need somebody to like help me do this, or like I feel lost without somebody. It's like, I'm complete. I would like to share this life with somebody who is also complete, and we can go together. Is very you.
Wow.
Loves being with friends in groups. May confuse strong friendships with romance. May disconnect if someone doesn't fulfill all their needs. So thoughts on any of that?
I like groups, but I also don't.
Especially now.
Yeah.
Safety first, kids.
I don't know about confusing friends with romance. That's never happened. All my friends are gay men, so...
That too.
That's never happened to me before. So, but I feel that. Probably why I'm divorced, because homie was not...
I did feel that.
Where he needed to be. Like, that explains it.
And it was very like he wasn't fulfilling needs. It's if someone's not complete, or if someone is looking to become whole through you, you're kind of like
that.
I need more than that.
Yeah.
And you're willing to drop them.
Yeah, I feel that. That's accurate. Maggie,
do you have an opinion?
Do you have something to say? Come here. You want to say hi?
With special guest.
Agatha Christie.
She's not gonna let you. She's gonna run away. Everybody say hello to Miss Aries, Maggie. Wow. You're on camera.
She don't care.
Okay, moving on then. Let's talk about your Mars. So Mars is all about action and force.
Okay.
So action mainly, but also like arguments too. Think about that, but mostly just action. It's in Virgo, which we are Virgo season. Happy Virgos. Lol, I love that we just saw it.
Oh, Shay says, hi Maggie. Your friend Megan, I think that's
Yeah.
She's like, Maggie, yes, girl.
Yes,
They're living for Maggie.
Once we find out where Maggie was born and what time, we will do a Maggie chart.
In the last 2 seconds.
We do know that she's an Aries, so this is the firehouse.
Yes.
Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So be careful when you walk into our doors. We will laugh at you.
It's a lot of energy.
It's a lot of energy. Okay, your Mars in Virgo in the second house. So this archetype I wrote, this is a very negative word to most people, but
Stop.
I couldn't think of a better word. The selfish. Action and confrontation influenced by organization, details, and analyzing, which is Virgo, values and practicalities, which is the second house. So someone who, this is mine. You like, I worked hard for this is mine. You're very attached to your things.
Yeah.
Protective of their money and things they've acquired.
Stop.
Impulse spenders at times,
Stop.
but works hard for the money and ambitious. Independent and prides oneself on achieving something of their own.
Okay.
So this is kind of the person I imagine that's like, comes up from nothing and like, you know, in the movies where they're like, I worked really hard for my stuff, and then they get like their stuff taken away and then they have like a breakdown
Oh my
moment.
God.
You know, they're like, that's the only thing I have. That's what this kind of person is. So it's not selfish, but it's like really connected to like, I worked hard for these things.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I like that kind of selfish.
I know, it's all, I can't think of a better
Said from a
word.
Leo. Yeah, you have to be selfish sometimes because like who's gonna fight for you? Who's gonna work for you? Who's gonna get you your money? You. There you go.
I love that. So how do you feel about your inner planets?
They're accurate. I like
She
them.
overthinks a little bit. She loves her friends.
The friend zone.
And she wants a complete man. And
She's a little selfish.
loves her things. Independent woman. See, this is also the diva. She's very I-N-D-E-P-E-N-D-T-N-T.
I'm Beyonce. I'm the female version of a hustler.
Take it out right there. Okay, so now we're going to talk about your outer planets.
Okay.
Now, your outer planets is less of you internally and more how you interact with the world. So Jupiter is all about grace, luck, and expansion. It's the biggest planet, so just think big. And
Okay.
is in Libra, which is all about cooperation and harmony. In the third house, which is on communication and thought. So I wrote the groupie. This is someone who seeks a large group of friends and acquaintances and enjoys events or trips. Most positive and attractive when enjoying the company of others, may force opinion on others at times, may require emotional support or opinion of friends to navigate problems. How do we feel about that one?
I feel like I love and hate groups of people, so it's like, but also new people.
New people, no. It's definitely friends, I think.
Yeah, but I do think I do go to my friends for support
Yeah.
of my, like, what do I do?
Mm-hmm. I like that, which is good. I'm not like that at all, so like it's definitely something that I would like to become more of a person who likes to talk about problems with people. So the fact that someone so easily is like, "Hi, let me tell you about this. What do you think?" is like enviable. I do think that you do thrive in large groups. Like,
Do I?
We've been on a lot of sort of like group things together, and you do thrive. You're very fun. You like to bop around.
I
And
do. I guess that's right.
Back when we could bop around,
What's
you're very
that?
good at it. So I don't know.
Maybe it's just a natural thing that I don't really. I like to bop.
It's like the bop, not WAP, you guys. We're not talking about her today.
We can't go there. That's R-rated.
Wet and gushy, not
No.
today.
We gotta move on.
Moving on. So that's why I said it was a groupie. So you're just someone who is really good in groups and sort of charismatic in that way, which I liked. Saturn. Saturn is the work hard planet. I call it the task list planet. It's how you work. Is in Aquarius, which is all about wisdom, personal freedoms, and community. In the seventh house, which is cooperation and relationship. So I wrote this is the standard hotel. Attracted to older men or women and desires maturity in others. Want someone to be able to help them grow in life.
Give me money.
Many may place too much importance on personal duties or roles in relationships and judge themselves for being involved, not being too involved or not involved enough. Need someone who can take care of themselves, loyal and dedicated to others.
Okay.
How do we feel about that? Attracted to older.
I guess.
Or mature, I guess. It definitely mentioned everywhere that it was older, but I guess maturity.
No, I don't need no grandpa.
Well, they always said like in their 30s is what they always said.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess, maturity is important. again, like, take care of themselves. They don't need me to make them a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh!
The RuPaul noise.
Oh, man.
Very that.
I found this one interesting. Again, I don't know. We've never talked about something like this. May place too much importance on personal duties or roles and judge themselves for being either too involved or not involved enough.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, like, you might be like waver in your mind, like, should I be there? Should I not? Should I ask them? Kind of thing.
Like in a relationship?
Yeah, this is about being in a romantic relationship.
Yeah.
Because of that 7th house.
You don't want to do too much, but you don't want to do too little, so like, where's my place?
Yeah.
I do that.
But loyal and dedicated. Hello.
I'm very loyal.
Need someone who can take care of themselves. That's your theme. Hello.
Take care of yourself. Just be an adult.
Be an adult. Live. Okay, your Uranus. Uranus is all about personal liberties and boundaries. So this is what you feel I can do what I want kind of planet.
Okay.
But it's also like it's on its side, Uranus. It spins on its side. Hello. So it's like it's also a little quirky. Getting quirky.
With Zooey Deschanel.
With Zooey Deschanel. It is in Capricorn, which is the maturity, perseverance, and discipline planet, in the 6th house, which is all about health and responsibilities. So this archetype I wrote is the anxious. Expects a lot of themselves to be capable at work, dissatisfied with bad work, and will stay with it until it's at least satisfactory.
Yes.
Strong willpower and privy to sticking with a diet or health routine if they feel it's necessary.
No.
Critical of others and expect fairness in return when offering something.
Yeah.
Bad with authority figures. Needs unique hobbies to soothe their restless spirit. Okay, so there was a lot in there. Let's unpack it. Expects a lot of themselves at work and dissatisfied until it's correct.
Yeah, I don't like cutting corners. You gotta do it right. And I don't feel good if I like half-ass something. Like if I scan something in the printer and it's kind of messed up, no, go again.
You gotta go again?
Go again.
Wow.
It's annoying, but I do.
I love that. Strong willpower. You said no, not this. Strong willpower and privy to sticking with a diet or health routine if they feel it's necessary.
I guess if I feel it's necessary, but not, I quit. No, I just went to dairy
You
free.
biked for a while.
I did. I got bored.
It's a boredom thing.
And I did walk for a while,
Yes.
but it got too hot. I went to Houston. I gotta get back on that.
Yeah, and see, I have none of that. I'm like, you want me to do what? No.
I at least try a little.
You try hard, and I'm like, no, we're not doing
for like
that
a
today.
month, and I'm like, I'm tired. I just want to go lay down. I see Kevin come home and go to bed, and I'm like, I want to do that. I don't want to be going
No,
on a
you
walk.
don't.
Yes,
It's so miserable.
it looks comfortable.
It is.
You're like, I go, do you want to go walk? No.
No.
I'm going to bed. Oh, let me try that. That looks fun.
You think you're gonna lose weight from all the meals you're missing, but you don't. It's odd. You just go to sleep, and then you're like, wait, I should be skinny. You're not. But you ain't. I'm still tired.
Yeah, you are.
I'm still
You
tired.
sleep all day.
I do. I slept all day today, and not all day today. I had to wake up
Spectrum.
for the spectrum. He wanted to talk, you guys.
Sponsored by-
I should have done his chart today. It's not sponsored.
Not him.
Non-spawned by them. Yeah, I should have done his chart. Anyway, so I love that, but again, the anxious, just because it's somebody who always is kind of like on top of themselves, with like it needs to be a certain kind of way.
Yeah.
I like critical of others and expect fairness in return when offering something. So you're the kind of person. What I get from this is like, I'll get it today, but you can get it next time. Like
Okay.
I'll get this Uber if you get the one back.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're like that?
Yeah. And then, like, sometimes people don't do that, and I'm like,
Where's my money?
you're that girl I knew you were.
Yes. Needs unique hobbies to soothe their restless spirit. Restless. Miss Thing called me
Miss
restless.
Terry called me restless. I do have random ass hobbies. I make
Yes.
miniatures.
Where is she? The mini.
So right now I'm making a miniature coffee house. You have
Yes.
to come
She's gonna bring it
close.
up close. You need the hand behind you.
The little influencer hand. There's like, this is a little, oh, wrong way. Like you're gonna put your pastries here. These are some of the other pastry. It's a lot. There's a little Ferrero Rochers in here, but you can't say it. I can't say it right. It's real small. Let me show you. Hobbies.
I love it.
It's dumb.
I'm obsessed. I love that you do the minis. I wish I had the discipline to do a mini.
I've taken a break though. We'll start up again this week.
Ooh. All right, moving on then. Neptune. So your Neptune is how you is expectations and
Cannoli.
Yes. Did she say cannoli?
Want a cannoli in there?
It's probably hard to make. You should see like the size comparison of these things though. If you think about if the coffee house was normal size, these pastries are like
they're little.
They're huge though. They're like loaves of bread compared to like
there?
In there.
I guess. Oh well, yeah. Like on the cake stands, they're big.
They're huge. I'm like cannoli, man. I don't know how small a cannoli would have to be for you to make it to fit in there.
I can figure it out. I'll make one.
Ooh, shaking this new table. My bad. Neptune. So Uranus is personal liberties and responsibilities. Neptune is like your expectations of others and possibilities in the world. It's in Capricorn in the 6th house as well. So it's influenced by discipline, perseverance, and maturity, focused on health and responsibilities.
Health.
I know, right? The archetype I wrote for this one is the kid. Prefers escaping to the weekend over work.
Sure.
May suffer from strange Oh, this one I found so weird, and I can't wait to hear about this from you. This whole thing was weird to me. May suffer from strange illnesses or feel ill more than others. May put off responsibilities to others if possible. Most likely to be poisoned on accident. You have no idea how much, like, there was a whole, like, people were like, yeah, not even like, this person is probably the most person in the entire chart to get poisoned, but like on accident. So like, number one, be careful, but also like, what?
I have gotten food poisoning. Wow.
So what, I thought this was the strangest one. What do you feel about this? Prefers escaping to the weekend over work. How do you feel about that?
I like chilling on the weekend. Like I did too much yesterday, and now like
we almost didn't make it here today.
I wish I would have just stayed home, but I don't know. I guess. Okay, I guess.
May suffer from strange illnesses. Do you have any strange illnesses?
No.
No. Or feel ill more than others.
I think I make myself feel more sick when I don't go to work, so I feel better about not going into work.
Yes! I was just talking about how I can't like, call out at work.
Oh.
Maggie, me too. Because I can't say like, oh, I'm kind of sick.
Yeah, with coronavirus.
Right. If I'm like, oh, I think I had a fever, then I
Out.
can't. I have to be out for 2 weeks. So I'm like, dang, maybe I gotta get a stomach thing or something.
Get food poisoning. Fall down the stairs.
Oh, I gotta fall down the stairs.
My supervisor did that.
Ooh,
The day before her vacation.
found it was so interesting that
is a weird one.
There was a lot of talk about getting poisoned. So specific. Food poisoning. I guess.
That's a
Just
lot.
Stay
I don't
away
really
from
like
Tide
that one.
Pods, I guess.
Just eat Tide Pods.
Yeah, no Tide Pod challenge for you. How do we feel about outer planets? So you are great in groups. You have a big standard for others and yourself. You're very hard on yourself and others to get good work done. You're very restless but have good hobbies, and be careful, you might get poisoned.
Those were all great except the last one.
I thought it was weird. That's why I only put a little bit of it. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that one.
Poison.
Once we get to the poison. Once we get to the sort of outer planets, it gets very mysterious. So
Okay.
I don't take that to heart too much. Okay, Pluto. Miss Pluto.
Rest in peace, Pluto.
Rest in peace, Pluto.
They said one day, y'all kids, come here. Pluto's not a planet no more.
What was the phrase that we used to learn planets?
Gosh, I don't remember.
Something about your mama and spaghetti, or my aunt. My good.
Not PEMDAS.
My very elegant mother just served us 9 pizzas.
Oh, we didn't go to that school.
But now what's she gonna serve?
Hot pizza.
My very elegant mother just served us nothing.
Just served us. She served you papers.
Okay, Pluto. So Pluto's all about karma, emotion, and rebirth.
Scary.
Is in Scorpio. I love this one for you.
Scorpio's
I love
a
all this
mess.
for you. It's Scorpio, which is mystery and healing.
Okay.
In the 4th house, which is familial bonds and home.
Okay.
So I love part of it. And then the end is kind of like a little serious, so we'll see how this feels to you. This is the survivor.
I'm Beyonce. The diva, the survivor.
So a lot of this I feel like you might connect with, a lot of it might be, I don't know. So connected to personal ancestry and family culture.
Very that.
Believes in reincarnation and the presence of spirits or speaking with the dead.
I get that.
Carries past trauma or hurt with them through life.
Ew.
Seeks to live independently of their parents or caregivers. Untrusting of others and often set high expectations of close friends or lovers. Very sensitive to emotional events and death. Unafraid of emotions and know they must work through everything to get to the other side.
Yeah.
The survivor. There's a lot to unpack there. But I like the beginning, at least. It started out family, culture, ancestry, reincarnation, spirits.
I'm very into that.
I love that.
I speak to the dead with Miss Terry. She was
oh, you did?
Yeah, she talked to
Who did she talk to?
My grandpa was he's on my left. I got my baby chinchilla on my right. No, my Thea Yolanda was on my right.
Should we call her baby chinchilla?
My baby chinchilla on my right. Yeah, it was interesting, and some of the stuff she said was very accurate. And it was interesting that you found two strong connections with one male fatherly figure, and she was like, the other's a woman.
You knew.
She's not a grandma or a mom, but she has that presence, which was true. Like, she was like a grandma to us. So yeah.
Love that. Carries past trauma or hurt with them through life. If that hasn't happened yet, I say just like keep in mind in the future.
No.
Through life, you might carry that with
Okay.
you. Seeks to live independently of their parents. How do you feel about that?
Ugh.
And this was nicely me putting it. A lot of everything online was like very rebellious against their parents. Feels like they may have been like mistreated or not given as much as they deserved when they were younger. So then as they grow older, they're like, fine, then I can find it myself kind of feel.
I see that.
Yeah.
I didn't start driving until I was like 18.
Ugh.
I was the youngest girl. So it's just kind of like, And I'm also the only child now who's like moved away to different states, moved out. Not move out, but you know, just.
This is why Derek don't like you.
This is why Derek don't like you. No, like I've taken myself places that my siblings, like, not saying they haven't done anything, but I've just done a different path on things.
Yeah.
I think a more independent, mysterious, adventurous.
Scorpio.
Yeah.
You're on Scorpio path. So I feel that. Untrusting of others and sets high expectations of close friends and lovers. Do you put high expectations on your friends and lovers?
Probably in my brain.
Yeah. Get my money.
But I don't think like maybe I'd get mad about something and then be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, but also like in the sense that like maybe you might not allow people to be friends if they're not a certain.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of friends. Like I have a group of so many, and that's it.
Because
That makes sense.
That does. Very sensitive to emotional events and death. I think that could kind of apply.
Yeah.
Like if something that's very emotional, it's very impactful to you. Whereas me, I haven't cried in like.
If you have to cry, go outside.
I don't go outside, so it's too hot. So.
It is hot.
I was thinking about how to do introductions to this today, and we didn't do it at all. But I was like Kelly Catrone to my Johnny Boucher. Gonna cry and go outside. Unafraid of emotions and know they must work through everything to get to the other side. I thought that was cool.
Yeah. I don't like. Some people like to sit on things. I like to just like go straight into it with emotions.
I go around with detour, turn around another way. We're gonna find it. We're not gonna go through that.
No, yeah.
So that is definitely something I wish I could do.
Yeah, you gotta deal with that. Otherwise, it's gonna come back. It's gonna hunt you. It'll catch up to you.
I'm running too fucking fast. Everything is back there, and it will catch up to me one day, though.
You'll be like 90, like, oh shit.
Oh,
Remember when that happened?
I'm gonna just be crying the last 10 years of my life.
Sad.
Not now, though.
You're fine.
All right, let's talk about these last two, which are really quick. So they're not your planets, but they're sort of different aspects of your, not aspects, because that's something else I don't talk about, but your Lilith, which is the dark side of the moon.
Ooh, Ozzy Osbourne.
I know. Your dad just like perked up somewhere. Lilith is in Aries in the 9th house. So this is dark
Another
or
fire sign.
yes, another fire sign. Dark or repressed nature, so the dark side of the moon. Aries is all about initiation, energy, and assertion. Assertion? Saoirse Ronan? In the 9th house, which is expansion and growth. So this is I wrote the inexperience, but it's just because I didn't have a word for it. So sort of repressed is you might be afraid to take the lead or make executive decisions, struggles to take the steps needed to achieve dreams or goals. Your karmic duty is to learn greater self-control. So the reason I wrote inexperience is somebody that was like New things might be a little like we might not know how to like handle them so much, so it's hard to get through them. Whereas somebody who is tried and true will be like, girl, it's easy, let's just, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
You kind of see it as like, I don't know how to do it, possibly, so I don't want to take that jump yet. Let me figure it out first.
That makes sense.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think, especially something new, I'm just like, But if like you were to go do it, I'm like, oh, let me try it now.
Yeah, you first. You
go first.
Yeah, that's a good,
But that's also
explanation.
like how I'm observant. I'm like, let's see what happens to them first, and then I maybe.
Yeah, so your karmic duty in life was to learn self-control. Trust yourself, baby.
I can see that.
You could do it.
Yeah.
Your end node, your north node, so these are undeveloped characteristics, is in Sagittarius, finally, God, something, in the 5th house. So this I wrote as the idea, this is my big problem here. Underdeveloped characteristics influenced by expansion, growth, and belief, which is Sagittarius, in the 5th house, self-expression, that's the Leo house. So distracted and non-committal, limits themselves by not following one vision or priority, lacks faith in one's own abilities and ideas. So this person needs to develop self-confidence and feel more comfortable. So this, I wrote as the idea because that's what I have an issue with, is that I'm the idea man.
Okay.
Where I have like, I want to do this, let's do this, and this. But I don't do any of them.
Can I tell you, we're building a table. We wanted like a work area, which we built. But Kevin wanted a table where it like flipped up and wanted to spin. He wanted all these things. I'm like, let's just build a table first. And then let's figure out the second part of the flipping.
But it still hasn't even done.
It's not even done.
These are this is the thing, is I have all these ideas, yet I'm so scatterbrained. I have all these ideas that I don't just focus on one.
Yeah.
So just be careful not to do that. I don't think that you are a person that does that, but it's an underdeveloped characteristic of expressing yourself on a greater level.
Okay.
Focus on one, strongly commit to that, and then you'll flourish more.
I like that.
Yeah. How do you feel about your reading?
Accurate. I feel a little red. I feel seen. But I like it.
Yeah, so here's your little...
Accurate. I got the chart.
Your little chart.
Kevin will be having graphic design charts soon to give out.
Hopefully. I need a designer who's good at...
graphics?
What is it called when it's online, though? Like digital graphics?
Yeah.
I was going to call it electronic graphics.
Digital weight.
Just digital. I don't want, like... Because I could probably paint it, and it would still look ugly, but I want someone to do it digitally.
Yeah.
Anyway, so last thing I want to do before we go, I want to write down all your archetypes and then talk about sort of your overall sort of personality is what I got.
Okay.
So we have your active personalities, which are your Sun, your Rising, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, and Uranus. These are the diva, the influencer, the overthinker, the selfish, the standard, and the anxious.
We started off strong on that one. And then
These are good. I like standard. Selfish, remember, where my money, work hard for my things.
Okay.
Then you have your passive ones, which are your moon, your chart ruler, Venus, Jupiter, and then the outer ones, Neptune, Pluto, Lilith, and the end node, are the fantasizer, the diva, the friend zone, the groupie, the kid, the survivor, the inexperienced, and the idea. So, what I figured, if you watched last week, I talked about there's two things, your focus and your core. Focus is either external or internal. I feel your focus in life is internal.
Okay.
And then your core is, do you find it's either dynamic in the sense that you find yourself sort of aiming towards a center that you may not have all the time, like you're sort of on all the extremes, you find it difficult to be centered, or the, what's the other one, not dynamic, but static, which is you find it difficult to stray from what you know. So you're like kind of stuck in one way and you don't explore. So I feel like your core is dynamic. You explore a lot, but maybe struggle to find a center. So the internal focus and a dynamic core. So you're strong, attractive, and mysterious. Others cannot figure you out. But you can tell that there's more to you than you present.
I like
what
that.
I get from your chart.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's accurate. Who is she?
It's very that. I wanted to say like the people that hang out sort of on the edges. You're the observer. You kind of will walk through and be like, you're nice. You get along with everybody, but there's more.
There is more.
Who is she?
There's more.
So that's your chart.
Wow, that was cute.
I'm going to make it pretty and give this a copy to you so it's not just this gross handwriting everywhere, but Any last words before we get out of here? Did we get under an hour? I would be shocked.
I don't know.
We sure did. That was 45, baby.
That was brief. I liked it.
Yeah.
But thank you. It was very nice.
Very nice. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining me right here. Oh, should we get a little...
Anytime.
Anytime.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, please. Go visit... Oh, listen. That's unlicensed right there. Ooh.
Feel your moon and your energy. This is Leo.
You like that? Ooh, she just said
A
no.
little mute.
I love it. Make sure to go to my YouTube channel. The link is in my Instagram bio. Below, around, who knows what it is. Swipe. Oh yeah, I might have to do a swipe up on this one. So you can check out all the episodes. You can check out this one. Keep watching. I've got a nice, lovely guest next week. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. And always, oh, she's going below. Any comments?
Shay, cute, love it. Ooh, that unlicensed sound.
We love a good unlicensed. Miss Shay is like the queen of taking stuff down off the internet. So
is that her job?
Yeah.
You're that girl?
Oops.
Oh.
I just put her on blast. My bad. But enjoy your Virgo season. Everybody stay safe. Stay kind. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Love you. Now I gotta get it off of this thing.
Shay, I'm sorry. We'll talk.